Hey everyone, my name is Julia Piota, and I'm a life coach for women who are looking to create healthier relationships with themselves, to create more fulfilling lives, or to really improve the relationships that they're having with the people around them. So today I wanted to jump on and create this video for you just so you can get to know me better and find out why I'm on this path of life coaching and what truly led me here. So thank you for joining me. If you're new to my page, please feel free to subscribe, like this video. This will definitely help me out. And also, if you are interested in working with me one-on-one, I do have a link in my intro section where you can set up a free discovery call with me. This is where we can get to know one another better, find out what your vision and your goals are, and what barriers are currently holding you back. This will be able to give you a taste of what life coaching is like, and you can determine if it would be the right fit for you. So as I said, I wanted to share a bit about me just to give you some of my background. So it was roughly back in 2012, I was on a path in life where I was extremely frustrated with my dating experiences. And I knew that, I had enough, but I wanted to shift things. I didn't want to keep, repeating the same processes over and over again, where I would keep meeting the same guys who, weren't looking for a commitment, who just wanted to, get out there, play the field, do whatever they wanted. And that's not something that, ever had resonated with me. So it took one guy that set me over the edge. And at this point, what happened was when I made that decision that I wanted to make a change, I decided to go out to the library. It started with me reading all kinds of different dating books, which then led to more of what I would call a spiritual self-help book that truly transformed my life. And this is a book by Louise Hay called You Can Heal Your Life. That was one of the beginning most impactful books that I had read. And doing this book, doing the inner work on myself, actually gave me this sense of freedom. So sometimes in life, we've been brought up a certain way by our parents or other influential people in our life, and we kind of like move on this path, right? And we're living our life a certain way based on other people's expectations, their opinions, what society believes is the right thing for us. And we just we take that stuff and we just run with it and we don't question it. So when I read this book, I was literally like at this point where I'm like, oh my God, my mind is just blown right now. Like everything that I read, completely like awakened me to the life that I had been living, and how I was sitting here thinking like, why did I never look at things like in this new perspective? So it shifted my mindset. It allowed me to see life through a completely different lens, allowed me to see these dating experiences through a completely different lens. And at that point, that's when I decided, I'm going to change the way that I'm thinking, the way that I'm viewing these circumstances. I'm going to change the types of people that I'm attracting into my life. I'm going to allow myself to heal any wounds from my past, anything growing up, any bitterness or resentment towards the people that I was holding on to that were around me. And this was a serious catalyst to just blossom this brand new transformation, this, me stepping into this new version of myself. And I will tell you, this work is so impactful, so transformational, but at the same time, it's work. It's not a magic pill. It's not something that, oh my gosh, I did this one thing and my life changed and it is completely better. As I said, I started on this path in 2012. We are, just heading out of 2021 right now. So it's been a long time, almost, it's been 9 years now that I started this work on myself. But why I got into this is because I used to suffer, not just on top of like the poor dating experiences, I used to suffer from anxiety for 10 years of my life. And this was, a lot of like social anxiety, being in like out in public and not being able to like handle the energy that was in my body. I didn't know what all that was going on back then. And it would really make me panic inside and really, freak out. And I didn't know how to manage it or what it meant. It would just make me feel totally out of control. So that is one big, huge thing that started changing for me. So once I was doing this work by Louise Hay, I was shifting my mindset. I was, healing my past, forgiving people that I had been holding unforgiveness on for so many years, and just, viewing my parents in a different light, having a more compassionate and loving relationship with myself. So these were two huge things. It really gave me a sense of peace and a sense of freedom. And that peace and that freedom, that was my moment where I'm like, oh my God, everybody needs this in their life. People need to hear about this. And that was the point where I was like, I want to become a life coach. Like, I want to get this stuff out into the world. I want to help people experience more peace, more joy, more happiness, both within themselves and their relationship with themselves, but also with the people around them. So I feel that a lot of us, we search outside ourselves to create that happiness or to create that peace. And this searching outside ourselves, that could be, doing things like drinking or doing drugs, numbing out with eating food, so emotional eating. It could be shopping. It could be gambling. Just if you get out of one relationship, it might be jumping into a brand new relationship right away. So people are avoiding how they're feeling inside. They're numbing out. We, have a medical system that wants to push so many prescription drugs on people. It doesn't ever give you the chance to, figure out what is going on in the inside. What is the actual root cause? It's like we're just putting a Band-Aid on things. We're trying to mask what's actually going on. And by me, doing this work, and it's so much work that I've done over the years, and I'm now, have been currently working with my own business coach for the last couple years. It's truly, learning more about who you are, how to create a healthy relationship with yourself, so you can start experiencing more of this peace, this joy, fulfillment within your life, within the relationships around you. So I believe when we're doing this, we're going to have a decrease in divorce rates. We are going to decrease settling in relationships out of loneliness or because you're trying to numb the pain within your body. We've never been taught by anyone really truly how to feel our feelings, how to process through our emotions. And also what I've learned with this work too is that we actually can create our life. I feel that I've just been sitting here rolling through the motions of life, up until I learned this work, where I'm just like, all right, life's throwing all these things at me, and I'm like, I'll take it, I'll take whatever you're throwing at me, whether I freaking want it or not, and I'm gonna roll with this shit. We don't have to roll with emotions. We don't have to take what life is handing to us. What we can do is we can actually decide what we want to create. We can develop a vision. And from that vision, we can start getting clear on where we're wanting to go. And if people are coming into our life, that aren't lining up with us, so those dating experiences that I had that I did not like, if there were guys coming into my life that weren't looking for a commitment, why the fuck was I wasting my time on them? That's the magical question. Why waste your time on them? I will tell you, I was not connected to my self-worth back then. I don't feel that maybe I had this vision, but I didn't really have this really clear, specific vision for what I wanted to attract into my life. So this work, it lights me up inside, and I want to help the people that truly want to experience this transformation in their life. Not the people that are like, hey, give me a pill, make my life better, do the work for me. Not that. People that are actually, ones that go out, they take initiative to change their life or to learn how to change their life without expecting, someone to do that work for them. They're the ones that are like most likely probably the high achievers. I would describe myself as like this determined individual, who's going to figure it out. Whatever I got to do, I'm going to figure it out. These are the individuals, the ones that want to show up and do the work, feel the feelings, feel the shittiness of this, but they'll keep going. They're determined. They're consistent and persistent. They're committed. These are the individuals that I help to start transforming their lives, to start transforming their relationships, to create this healthier relationship with themselves so they can have more peace within their body. They can feel more at ease and relaxed and, just truly loving and feeling grateful for the lives that they have. I was in a place, way back when I started this journey I was at a job for 8 years at that time, and I really truly enjoyed working there, but it's like I got to the end of the ladder and I'm like, what's next? And, thank God for me having the patterns of the men that I was dating, because that truly fueled me in the right direction of where I was meant to go. And it helped me to learn that I was settling a lot. And when we start shifting our mindset about our lives, we can create so many awesome things. So that had opened up the door for me back then. Simply studying books, that opened up the door for me to go back to school. So I was 35 years old at that time, and it opened up the door for me to go back to school as an adult, right? Ever since I graduated high school, I said, nope, not going back to school. This shit's not for me. That changed. So that changed when I started changing the way that I was thinking. I went to school, got a degree in wellness and health promotion. From there, got some certifications and personal training, certified as a health coach. And then from there, I moved on to becoming a board certified health and wellness coach. So that education, opened up this door, opened up new opportunities. Now it's like I felt better. I had the background to be able to move forward with this coaching business. It didn't stop there. We're always constantly growing and evolving as individuals. I then, there was a pause in there. There was a guy that I was engaged to at that time. I did have to take a short period of dealing with him walking out on me, going through this extremely devastating time in my life and healing from that. What is great though is for that whole healing process, I already had these tools. I learned this information. I went to school. I was well supported by, everything that I learned, and met new people that were then on the same path as me. So this helped with the healing process. It helped me to learn and to grow. So as I had to take that period of life to recollect, to heal, to reinvent myself, and to keep going, it then, propelled me into a new career path. And from that point, that led to me, getting frustrated on that new career path. That's another story I can share another day. But then going out, hiring some coaches of my own for the first time in my life. So hiring a coach for nutrition, then hiring a coach for stress management, then moving on and hiring my business coaches who I've had for the last couple years now. There's been so much growth and expansion here with this work and where this path has led me. I really truly feel that this what I'm teaching, what I'm, putting out into the world can truly help to transform people's lives. It's not just, going to transform themselves, their relationship with themselves, but when we do our own healing work on ourselves, that actually is just pouring out into the people that are surrounding you, right? So the people that you already have friendships, relationships, people that are family and friends, they see you, they notice you changing. They might not like it. You might see people that kind of fall away from your path, but these people, when they're surrounded by your energy and they see how you're going out and you're doing life in a completely different way than the average person is, you start to wear off on them, right? You're rubbing off on them. They're taking little bits and pieces. You're like planting the seeds, right? And then they're taking it and they're starting to transform their life. And if they transform their life, then the people around them are slowly going to take that, what they're throwing out into the world. If they have kids, this is so important, you guys. If you have kids, if these people have kids and you start changing who you are as a person, positively changing yourself, this impacts your kids in a wonderful way. And then their friends are going to see it. So this life coaching has such a huge purpose for me. It's not just, I'm going out and putting this information into the world to transform one life. I know that when one person or when I'm working on changing my life, other people are benefiting from it. So this is just a snapshot of my story. Give me a like if you enjoyed this story. Feel free to subscribe to this page. I do put out information on a lot of different things. So as I told you, I'm a board certified health and wellness coach. So you can expect to see things on here that are health and wellness related. I love spirituality, raising your consciousness or raising your vibration to be, feeling good. I love things that can create the better mindset and just give you more of that peace and that joy within your lives. I focus on you, creating that healthier relationship with yourself so you can build up your self-worth, so you can stop settling, get into relationships, friendships, heal past relationships, just getting them to where you're truly enjoying them and they feel good to you. So a lot of this, it's going to create freedom, joy, peace, and just overall it's helping you to feel better. So if you have any questions for me, or if you're interested in learning about how you can work with me one-on-one, again, there is a link in the intro section on my page. You can click on that link and we can set up a free discovery call to chat, find out what your visions are, any barriers that are currently holding you back. It'll give you a feel for what life coaching is like, and that gives you an opportunity to find out if it would be a great fit for you or not. If for some reason it's not a good fit, I do send you with some sort of resource to just help you with moving forward and taking that next action step on your path. So again, feel free to like and subscribe this page. Any questions, feel free to reach out to me. You can also follow me on Facebook and Instagram under Julia Piotta. Last name is Piechota. Thank you so much for joining me. Have a great day today.